everyone, I'm live. I'm trying to go live on both platforms today, on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know if YouTube, they actually hear me. I don't know. I was trying to change my title on YouTube, but it's not letting me. All right, let's see if I can do that. But hey everyone, hope that you guys are doing amazing. Hope everybody's doing great. I want to talk today about dissolving fibroids in 2025, okay? Sorry, somebody trying to go live with me. Hope that you guys are doing amazing. If you're over here from my email list, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get started because this is something that we need to talk about. Dissolving fibroids in 2025. Listen, it is about to be, we have 1 more month left until 2025. Morning, where are you from? Where are you watching from? Let me know in the chat where you guys watching from. Because is it morning? It's nighttime where I am. So I'm curious about where you're from, where you're watching from. Let's see, dissolve fibroids in 2025. Y'all, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Okay. Hope everybody's doing amazing tonight. South Africa, oh my God, that's amazing. That's awesome. And as you guys are coming in, please like the video. Same thing with YouTube. I don't even know if anybody's watching me on YouTube, but you guys, can you guys like the video as you guys come in? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube, but I'm streaming live on YouTube and I'm streaming live on TikTok, okay? So hey everyone, I don't even know if anybody's watching me on YouTube, but hey everyone, hope that you guys are doing amazing. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about dissolving fibroids in 2025 and what needs to be, what components that you need to have down if you're gonna be dissolving fibroids in 2025. This is an important conversation because a lot of women that follow me are on their fibroid shrinking journey and they have not really seen movements. They may have seen like a little here and there, but it's not enough to move the needle, okay? So I wanted to do a live today. I took a nap, a long nap today. I said, you know what, let me go live because I was not gonna go live today. And I still don't know what I'm doing on YouTube, but am I live on YouTube or did I? Yo, oh my gosh. Am I still live on YouTube? Okay, I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, I'm sorry. But I want to talk about, so in case you guys aren't new, my name is Sasha. I am a holistic womb specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues. I help them get to the root cause of the problem and address the problem from the roots, okay? It's so crazy because I see that actually YouTube, on TikTok, it's better to go live earlier in the day. Okay, some people actually are watching me on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know how to get back to this, I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. What's going on? Why can't I see myself on YouTube or see the comments? That's what I'm trying to see. Okay, there I am. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see? There's no sound? Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, can you guys hear me on YouTube? Let me know if y'all can hear me on YouTube. Okay. Anyway, okay, hey everyone. I'm on 2 platforms. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. I don't think they can hear me on YouTube. Okay, can you guys hear me on YouTube? Let me know. They can. Okay. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. I don't know if it's working on YouTube. If it's working on YouTube, let me know. If not, I'm gonna have to just click off and delete the live from YouTube. And y'all come on TikTok. And if you guys don't know how to get on TikTok, it should be on my site, okay? Hopefully they can hear me on YouTube. But anyway, let's talk about dissolving fibroids in 2022, in 2025, okay? Because we're about to embark on 2025. In case you guys don't know, come on in. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I only saw South Africa. Let me know where y'all are watching from. And I'm not the only one that's up late. Well, 10 o'clock is late to me to be on live. All right. So if you have fibroids, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you have fibroids. You know, I might have to just delete this live off. You know what? Off, because I'm over here talking. And can you guys hear me on YouTube? If you guys are on my YouTube page, South Carolina. Okay. South Carolina. Okay, you good? Okay. Patricia, you can hear me on YouTube. Let me know. New York, okay. All right, ladies, all right. Let me know if any of you guys follow me on YouTube, let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Bevy. Hey, ladies. Okay, if y'all can hear me on YouTube, let me know. Like, I don't know if y'all are on both or, but it doesn't, they're not even talking, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so let's talk about dissolving fibroids in 2025. Philadelphia. Okay, you're close to me. I'm in DC, Washington, DC. Yes, you have fibroids. Okay, so if you have fibroids, this is going to be a good conversation for you, okay? What I do is I help women who have fibroids, mostly fibroids, but also other reproductive health issues such as fibroids, such as uterine polyps, endometriosis, PCOS, all of the uterine growths, really, any womb issues and also any hormonal issues. I help them address it from the root cause. It's really important when you guys are dealing with fibroids to address it from the root. A lot of us kind of like just skim the surface when it comes to healing fibroids or trying to heal fibroids, and that's why we're not able to really get sustainable results. Okay, so you're in Canada. Okay, hey Canada. Okay, love that. Y'all are from all over. I love that. So what keeps you stuck in this trying to get rid of fibroids but not really seeing movement? Because I've been messaging some of you guys and I keep hearing, well, my bleeding's a little better, but I'm still dealing with this. I'm still dealing with clots. I'm still dealing with this. I'm still dealing with bloating. I don't know whether, I'm actually getting rid of the fibroid, right? And when you're getting rid of fibroids, when you're shrinking and dissolving your fibroids, you're going to know. And y'all give me some more likes if you guys don't mind. Thank you guys for sharing the video. Give me some more likes on YouTube if you can hear me. YouTube and also on TikTok. I'm gonna delete this YouTube video. I don't know how do I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna delete the video because I don't know if they're listening. I don't know, but let's just focus on TikTok. But anyway, new follow. Okay. Love that. Yes. Make sure you guys are following me. But listen, when it comes to fibroids, right? What keeps you stuck trying to get rid of fibroids and not really seeing a difference is that you're doing surface level fixes. So let me know how many of you guys have been on your fibroid healing journey. How many of you guys have been trying to shrink fibroids? So a lot of people, they're like, okay, let me try this herb that I heard about online. Let me try this, steaming. Let me try this tea. And without getting to the root cause of the problem. And that's the issue. And that's why you don't really see success on your journey. You don't see much movement because you're not addressing the actually the root causes of the fibroids. Okay, Melly, let me know. Talk about it. How long have you been trying to get rid of fibroids? You're not addressing the root causes. You're not addressing what caused the fibroid to develop. I want to talk a little bit about that. You're not addressing your hormonal health because when you have fibroids, your hormones are out of balance, right? And not just progesterone and estrogen, because people just stop right there, right? No, you're dealing with a series of hormonal issues such as cortisol, your insulin. Like this is it's a hierarchy of hormones. 10 years, okay, that's a long time. Okay, so you've been trying to shrink fibroids for 10 years. Okay, it's not just you. Somebody came on here a while ago, said 20 years, and I was shocked. And she was saying that it's she's just gonna give up and have the surgeries, right? And I actually think she's had surgery before, but then between that, been trying to shrink it because they grow back. You guys, they grow back. Okay, they grow back when you have the surgeries, when you guys have the UFE procedures, when you guys have the myomectomies, the ablations, they grow back. You have to get to the root cause of the problem if you want to, again, get rid of the fibroids. If you want to get rid of the underlying causes. It's not just about getting rid of fibroids. It's about getting rid of the things that cause the fibroids, because those things that cause the fibroids, when they're still in the body, even if you don't regrow the fibroids, you're still going to get health issues that are associated with things like estrogen dominance, right? So you can still get thyroid issues, autoimmune disorders, right? The same things that cause fibroids cause these issues to appear in the body as well. So you can get more serious issues. And at its worst, estrogen dominance can cause things like breast cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer. Why do you think so many women are being diagnosed with these ovarian, uterine, and cervical cancer? It's not out of the blue. These women more than likely, they've had they started out with fibroids or heavy bleeding or PCOS, those estrogen dominant issues, right? So it's not just, they just got cancer out of the blue. No, like when you're dealing with estrogen dominance, at its worst, it can lead to that, right? So that's why it's so important to, when you have fibroids, your body just grew a tumor. It's not nothing small. You guys look at it as, it's just, some of you guys, not all of you guys, some of you guys look at it as, it's not a big deal. It's always a big deal, whether it's 1 centimeter and you have no symptoms, or it's 20 centimeters and you have 10 symptoms. It's always a big deal when you have fibroids, okay? I was about to have a hysterectomy for fibroids. Sassy, you know what I'm going to say about that. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know what I'm going to say about that. We got to stop taking out our organs. We have to start. If you're dealing, when it comes to health, right? Doctors will convince you to think that taking out your body parts mean that you're healing. It doesn't. You have to heal your body parts. If you really want to heal your body, you got to heal you have to heal your uterus. You have to heal your organs. You can't just be taking them out one by one. They'll have you guys taking out your uterus, your thyroid, your appendix, like all these like gallbladder. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, what are they doing with these organs? But that's a whole another conversation. But we got to stop doing this. I had a myomectomy. My fibroids are growing back. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's very common. Bevy, that is very common. It made me anemic badly. Can I be honest with you guys with anemia? You can get rid of it. You can reverse anemia in 3 weeks. Clients that have worked with me who have been anemic, I'm talking about for years sometimes, and that's had extreme symptoms from heavy bleeding, like I'm talking about heavy bleeding to the point where you're being rushed to the hospital. I had at least 3 clients that as they were signing up to work with me, they were on their way to the emergency room because they were bleeding that bad. And they're like, listen, I need to work. I have to do this. Because I'm tired of going to the emergency room every time I'm on my period. It was that bad. And every single client that came to me with that problem was able to heal. One of my clients I worked with like March, April, in my 6-week intensive. Her bleeding was so bad. She said that she would bleed from 9 to 17 days. Her testimonial, if you're on my email list, you saw her testimonial. She would bleed for 9 to 17 days. And then she would have to be rushed to the hospital every time. She was getting blood transfusions, iron infusions, all the stuff. Her bleeding was so bad that literally she would bleed like large clots. And she was a small girl. She was like severely anemic. She said, I can't even work. That's how much, she had no energy, none. She couldn't even do her work. It was that bad. It was that bad. And when she worked with me and for 4 weeks, she worked with me for 6 weeks in total, but the 4th week when she got her period again, it was literally 2 days, light, no clots, and no pain. She was shocked. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to suffer, ladies. Don't think that you have to, like I said, get rid of your uterus in order to get rid of anemia. That's ridiculous. You don't have to suffer because how they taught us to increase our iron levels are not the right way. And a lot of people are blocking their iron levels without even realizing it. And then when you have, like I said, you guys get all these infusions, but is your body properly absorbing it? Yeah, your levels get high a little bit, but then it goes back down because you're not putting into your body the right type of iron. The iron that it truly recognizes. And your body has an absorption problem when you have anemia. Y'all need to understand that it's also a gut issue as well. Okay? What about pre-diabetic? Yeah, that's it. Well, you got to work on your insulin levels. And a lot of women that have fibroids are also pre-diabetic. Maybe some of them know, they don't know, but they have, like I said, imbalanced insulin. Okay? Because we only associate insulin issues or blood sugar issues with diabetes, but that's not necessarily the case, right? It's not if you have fibroids, you're dealing with, I can guarantee that your blood sugar or your insulin levels are imbalanced for sure. Okay, I don't care what your numbers say. What is your body telling you? Okay, that's why this page is all about holistic womb health, holistic health. Because guess what? They will have you confused. They'll have you not trusting your own body. You can go there and do all the tests and still be sick. And they're like, oh, your hormone levels are fine. Everything's fine. And it doesn't make any sense for you to trust that. It doesn't make any sense, okay? So let's talk about it. What's keeping you stuck? These surface level fixes, you're not actually diving deep. Because when you have fibroids, there's also emotional issues and emotional blocks that are trapped in the womb space on an energetic level. That's another thing. A lot of your emotions are trapped in the body. And our emotions are not supposed to be trapped inside our body. Right? I'm talking about more energetic level. You're suppressing your emotions and it's right here. Okay? You're suppressing your emotions instead of releasing them. We're supposed to we're human beings. We're supposed to feel our emotions, process them, and then release them. You're not supposed to hold on to them. Some of you guys have been holding on to, exes that broke your heart for 10 years. Or your childhood trauma for 10 years and you're suppressing it. You haven't processed it. You haven't dealt with it. You just, like I said, you suppressed it. And that's why you think that suppressing it is let me just pretend it didn't happen. Or let me just, go on with my life. It's still there. It's still there on an energetic level. And your body developed these growths to let you know. Okay? So that's another thing too. What's going on the inside also reflects what's going on the spiritual level as well. Did you know that? everything has a spiritual root cause. So if you have fibroids, we're dealing with a lot of emotional suppression. We're dealing with a blow to the feminine ego. We're dealing with unfulfillment somewhere in our lives. A lot of women that have fibroids, they're not operating in their purpose. They're not fulfilled. There's an area of their life where they're not fulfilled. Because guess what? What's going on in the womb mirrors what's going on in your life. Okay? So if you have a womb that's heavy bleeding, fibroids, cysts, polyps, all of this stuff going on, that crazy periods, that's a reflection of how your life is. I'm sorry. You're talking to somebody that's been through it herself and has worked with many clients. As a woman, our womb represents, so if that womb is chaotic, a lot of chaos going on, then that's going to reflect also in our life. And as you're healing as you're healing your womb, you're going to see the blocks that you used to have in your life. You used to see, like, even the manifestations, things start to open up when you start healing. And that's not just me saying it. And that did not just happen to me. It's happened to many of my clients as well. Things start opening up and you start to feel more of a sense of happiness. You start to operate more so in your purpose. You start to even know what your purpose is, right? And life just becomes easier. But a lot of you guys, life feels overwhelming. It feels hard. There's blocks. There's this, there's that. And it's because of your health. It's because of the state of your womb. Because when a woman is dealing with hormonal imbalance, because when you have issues like when you have these reproductive health issues, that is a hormonal imbalance. When a woman has hormonal imbalance, she herself is out of balance. She is not living in her purpose. She's not living, she's not living, she's not connected with self. She's not connected to her natural feminine self. She's not. Totally agree. Yeah, it is. And I tell people to challenge me on that. Challenge me then. Challenge, because I say, some people get triggered when I say that. Like, your womb mirrors your life. And I'm like, tell me I'm wrong. And they get quiet. Tell me I'm wrong, right? Because somewhere in your life, there's unfulfillment. You're not living in your purpose. You just, like I said, you're just existing. You're not living. There's a difference, okay? And I know, because I was that person. When I had the fibroids, when I had all this stuff going on, it felt like life was just so hard. It was so hard. Did not know that, listen, I was completely out of balance. There's no way you can be out of balance and be happy. Like, your brain activity doesn't even operate correctly when your body's out of balance, when your hormones are out of balance. It doesn't. So another thing too, when you're dealing with fibroids, what keeps a lot of women stuck is we live in an information age. We live where and people get information overload because of that, right? There's a lot of information about the fibroids. There's a lot of wrong information out there about fibroids, right? This is why you have such a large number of women being diagnosed with fibroids almost every day. But what people tend to do when they're healing their fibroids, and let me know if I'm wrong too, you tend to, go on Google, which is, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Go on Google, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook groups, and start gathering information, right? Gathering information. So it almost becomes like, but is it, number one, is it the right information? Because is it the correct information? That's number one. And then number two, is it just you piecing together stuff and seeing what works? I see that a lot too. So it's no actual strategic plan on how to target the fibroids and address the root causes. It's you just like, okay, I'm gonna try this tea. I'm gonna try this supplement. I'm gonna try, because they said this in this Facebook group. They said this on YouTube. I'm gonna try this. And it's like there's no plan there, right? You just kind of like all over the place. And when somebody's scattered and they're just trying scattered approaches, they're not gonna see real results. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with natural remedies, but you can't replace the natural remedies will actually get to the root cause of the problem and actually be strategic about healing your body. So a lot of times we want to piece together, I get it, free online information, right? But are we actually getting to the root cause of it? If it's not teaching you on how to get to the root cause, is it really helping you, right? Or is it just a big waste of time? Is it just, like I said, prolonging the process? Is it just going to cause you, again, years and years and years? The likes are, what's going on with the likes, y'all? Tap on the screen. Is it just going to cause you years of, again, running around in circles, trying to heal your fibroids, running around circles? And as you're doing that, your symptoms are getting worse, or maybe they're getting a little better, but then you're going back to, your symptoms. You're going back and forth with, okay, my period's a little bit better this month. The next month is right back. Like, it's just, you're on the fence. You're not actually getting real results, okay? So, and who wants to be trying to get rid of fibroids for 10, 15 years? Like, that is a lot. And that's also a lot on you mentally, right, as well. dealing with these foreign growths in your body. That's on you. That's also affects you emotionally. It's overwhelming and it's frustrating. This is why a lot of women just give up and get surgery and end up growing the fibroids again. After I went through divorce and difficulties in my life, that's when I experienced fibroids. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that, Yandy. I'm so happy you said that, because here's the thing. Most women get fibroids after the most stressful period of their life. And that's because, remember, the cortisol, I'm sorry to tell you guys, that's how it starts, right? But here's the thing. There were years that your body was out of balance. But then when you go through a very stressful event, it like, you know, that like ignites the spark for the fibroids to just develop. But there were years of your body being out of balance, right? And again, you living out of balance. But that was when it like really, like I said, set off. So many women tend to experience fibroids after the most stressful time in their life, whether it's COVID, after, you know, because a lot of women develop fibroids after COVID, or a death in the family, or divorce, or a really bad breakup, right? Or just a period of life that was really difficult. You could have been like maybe in school, grad school, where, you know, you're stressed out or something like that. So you want to definitely, yeah. So that tends to be when women see like the symptoms start to get worse, and they go to the hospital and they discover they have fibroids, okay? So also too, you don't want to neglect addressing the root cause. I see this a lot, okay? Women are not addressing the root cause. They're like, oh, I'm doing this, taking this supplement, I'm doing this, I'm taking them. Like, what are we doing here, right? We're not addressing the root cause. You got to address the root cause. You have to address your hormonal health. You have to address the organs as well. Cleanse the organs that are, like I said, impacted when you have fibroids. Your liver, when you are dealing with fibroids, your liver is not, like I said, filtering out toxins like it's supposed to. The kidneys, our digestive system is backed up. Our lymphatic system is backed up. So this is an issue. This remains to be an issue. Okay? And if you're just taking supplements here and there, or doing steaming, or you're not really addressing the root cause. You're not addressing the root cause. This is going to cause you to not, like I said, to just be frustrated because you're not really seeing real results. So if you want to dissolve fibroids in 2025, which a lot of you guys, the smaller fibroids, you probably can dissolve before 2025. That's a whole other conversation, right? If you want to dissolve fibroids in 2025, you have to have a strategic plan. And you have to address the root cause. You can't sit here and continue for years and years and years just throwing spaghetti on the wall, trying to see what works. Oh, they said in this group, you know, castor oil works. Oh, they said in this group, steaming works. Oh, they said in this group, this herb works. I've seen people go around the circles for years. I'm like, why don't you just take that time to address the root cause? 2 years back, and I experienced liver complications. Yeah, liver complications and fibroids go hand in hand, because you have to understand when your hormones are out of balance, you know, that's the liver. The liver is out of balance. Like the liver is not, it's overloaded. It's overloaded. So you got to cleanse. That's why in my program, when I working with me, excuse me, we work on hormones as well. We address the root cause, the liver. That's important. That's important. So, and I want to say this, let me just put this out there in case you've been following me for a while. I have a 6-week womb healing experience, which is a program where you work with me for 6 weeks to transform the health of your womb, dissolve your smaller fibroids and shrink your larger fibroids and restore hormonal balance. That is closing up enrollment tonight at midnight. I've been preaching that for weeks now. Okay, closing up enrollment on the 6-week womb healing experience at midnight. What time is it? Okay, so in an hour and a half. Somebody before live was trying to sign up, and I don't know if she's having issues. I don't know. Hopefully she's able to sign up before 12. But I'm closing up enrollment before midnight, okay? Just want to put that out there. So if you want to work with me, click the link in my bio, because this is the last, hold on. Okay, sorry, I thought I was still live on YouTube. This is the last round for 2024, okay? So I'm closing up enrollment for 2024, okay? So let's talk about fibroids, okay? I've been talking about fibroids. Have you just coming in? Okay, you just coming in? Okay, so it's important that you understand. So the 6-week womb healing experience, if you want more information on that, click the link in my bio. We're closing up enrollment in an hour and a half, okay? And also too, if you want to work with me. Okay, we're having people, okay. So I'm just checking out my email. Okay, so neglecting the root causes. Do not neglect, whenever you're dealing with a health issue, You got to get to the root cause of the problem. What's causing this issue? I'm talking about from cramps to fibroids. It doesn't matter what you're dealing with. Get to the root cause so that you can solve the problem once and for all. Stop, I know that this is what Western medicine teaches us. Oh, just to manage the symptoms. You don't want to manage symptoms. You want to actually get to the root of the issue. You don't want to just sit there and manage symptoms for the rest of your life. You want to get to the root of the issue and heal it once and for all. So it's not an ongoing issue. And you're talking to somebody that had fibroids not once but twice, and has not had fibroids since 12 years now. Thank God. Have not been back, because you solved it. That second time I solved it once and for all. Got rid of it, because I said there's no way I'm dealing with fibroids for the rest of my life. It takes from your life. The anemia, right? It drains you. The fibroids, the pain, the heavy bleeding, it drains you. This is something that takes up space in your body that does not belong there, right? So good night, I have fibroids, bleeding excessively. I'm to do surgery, but I'm afraid. Are you, 𝐁𝐥𝐤, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Are you in the US? Let me know if you're in the US. Y'all, don't do surgery. Don't do surgery. I can't tell you what to do, your adults, of course, but just know that these fibroids come back. They come back. So you want to address the root cause. Addressing the root cause is not surgery, because the underlying causes are still there. The hormonal imbalance is still there. Okay, you definitely don't want to do surgery. And I'm sorry, Jamaica, I love Jamaica, by the way. I love Jamaica. But in this country, I'm in the States, right? I'm in the States. I've heard stories myself of women, passing away due to having the surgery. But I've heard a lot of stories outside the country, like from a lot of African countries. I've heard from myomectomies, and also I'm sure the Caribbean as well. So you have to be careful with that. It is a very invasive surgery, y'all. They make it seem like, oh, it's so easy. It's just 1, 2, 3. We just take it out and everything is going to be okay. Do not fall for that. If anybody's had a myomectomy, tell them it's a very invasive surgery. And it's not. Yeah, Jamaica is nice. What do you mean it's not? It's a very invasive surgery. So it's really important for you to understand. So if you're outside the US, I would definitely not recommend doing the surgery. But if you're in the US, I still wouldn't recommend it, right? There's been so many complications due to myomectomies. And then don't get me started on the scar tissue, because that's what they don't talk to you about, the scar tissue, the uterine scar tissue. And for women that have several uterine surgeries, the buildup of scar tissue is crazy. You've had some women who have endometriosis, who've literally had 7 surgeries. I can't believe it. There's some women that had 5 fibroids that's had 2, 3, 4 myomectomies. I'm like, if it keeps coming back, why do you keep having this? Why do you keep having this? And that's almost what they want you to do, because they want you to just get tired and just take out your uterus. But that's another conversation, okay? I also want to say, okay, for those of you that cannot join the 6-week womb healing experience, we do have, in case you guys are now, watching me for the first time, we do have a 5-day Detox Your Womb Starter Challenge that's actually starting on Monday. It's for $20.25 to join. So if you're interested in joining, and it's for women that have busy schedules, I get it, because we're gonna be in a group chat on Telegram, and this is the only time I've ever done anything like this. So if you're interested, if you want to just start something, you want to kind of do a reset after Thanksgiving, y'all, because I know a lot of you guys were eating crazy on Thanksgiving. That's not good for the fibroids or the hormones, okay? So after Thanksgiving just passed. If you were eating crazy, or you just need a reset, right, to get you in the right mind, you need to get in this the 5-day Detox Your Womb Starter Challenge. The link is in my bio, okay? Tomorrow's the last day to register, because we start on Monday, and it's only $20.25. It will be what was I gonna say? So you will get an email tomorrow for ladies that did register, okay? So I think we had like 10 people register today. I cannot wait. You're going to get support and guidance as you're going along the journey. Reset you, kind of like a reset, right? So if you have bloating, it's going to help you reduce bloating, to sleep better, to just, like I said, feel a little bit lighter, okay? Feel a little bit lighter. So if that's you, if you need that, go ahead, because listen, for people that's serious about having an amazing 2025 and healing their body, they're starting now. They're not going to start on the 1st. People that say, I'm going to start on the 1st, they're not serious, and they will quit by the January 20th. Trust me, I've seen it. People that you start now. If you're serious about changing your life in 2025, you start now. There's some people that told me they started their New Year's resolutions in October. Like, we're not playing. We're not playing, right? Like, anybody that has the mindset of, I'm going to start on the 1st of January, you're not serious. And you'll be done by the 20th. And you'll be, like I said, you're not going to, don't be like those people, because I can't stand that. All right. So what's the truth about shrinking your fibroids? What's the truth about fibroids? Fibroids are not random. It did not just happen to you because, you know, you're unlucky, right? That's what I used to think. It did not just develop because you're unlucky. They're a result of internal hormonal imbalances. They're a result of emotional suppression as well, right? Your body has been trying to alert you for years. When you have fibroids, a lot of you don't know that, because a lot of women tell me, oh, I just got out of the blue, I had no symptoms. No, you always have symptoms. How was your periods? You know, your body speaks to you, right? Just like some of you guys have been following, you guys follow me through one of my viral videos that, like, literally it hit 1 million views. I was like, how did this video hit 1 million views? But it was about brown bleeding. If you have brown bleeding, that's indicating low progesterone and the liver is not effectively cleaning out toxins getting rid of toxins and excess hormones like it's supposed to. So that's a sign. If you have heavy bleeding, that's a sign. If you have, pain during your periods, none of this stuff is normal. Your periods are not supposed to be over 3 to 4 days. They're not supposed to be super long. They're not supposed to, you're not supposed to bleed. You're not supposed to have a lot. You're not supposed to bleed a lot. You're not supposed to be dealing with heavy bleeding. You're not supposed to be dealing, like, this is stuff that we've normalized that's not normal. And that's why we don't understand when our body's trying to talk to us, because we've normalized toxicity. We've normalized toxicity, okay? The same thing, I was saying this on Facebook. A lot of us have normalized, like, these health issues that really are just toxicity and hormonal imbalances in the body. And that perimenopause is one of them. That's not normal, okay? Because when you're healthy, there ain't no perimenopause. And I've worked with clients 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. When you're healthy, there is no hormones imbalance. There is no perimenopause. Hey, Marsh. Hey, I don't know. Were you on YouTube? Because I don't know if YouTube could hear me. So it's important for you to understand that. It's important for you to understand that. Like, a lot of the stuff you've normalized. Don't get me started on. I know people. When I say this, people are gonna click off and get upset. Don't get me started when I start talking about ADHD. Because if you balance, and I used to have all the signs of that too. Just that my family is different. They don't like. They didn't really trust Western medicine all the way, so we didn't put those labels on it. I used to have ADHD too. I could not focus. Guess what? When I balanced my hormones, when I actually started eating a better diet, started living in alignment, gone. So we think like all of these health issues and some of you guys are taking medication for that stuff. Are you kidding me? Like, balance your hormones. You think it's ADHD is really brain fog. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started, because people get upset because we get so attached to these diagnoses, and instead of actually getting attached to where did they come from and why are they happening, and let's heal them. Let's heal our body. Let's balance our hormones so that we can be living in alignment. And the same thing with perimenopause. We get so attached. People have identified themselves with perimenopause. That's ridiculous. Like, instead of you actually healing your body, now they have you thinking that you have perimenopause. Now you're on these hormones that actually raise the risk for cancer. Well, that's a whole other conversation. Why do you think cancer rates are going up? They've allowed you to put fake hormones into your body. They've convinced you to put fake hormones into your body, thinking that that's going to heal you. When your body makes all these hormones naturally. But you think synthetic hormones are the same as your natural hormones? Absolutely not. Your body's very intelligent, and it recognizes the difference. Your body's highly intelligent. Okay? So we have to stop playing these games. So how does getting to the root cause of fibroids, what does that require? What does that require? Getting rid of fibroids, what does that require? Because some people, I did a video, somebody had 11 fibroids. They had PCOS. She's like, how can I heal? Can I heal naturally? Is it possible? Absolutely. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, because we can't expect to have all these fibroids. We've had fibroids for 20 years, some of us, and we're going to heal in a night. No, it's going to take time. But the beauty of it is that if you're on a comprehensive plan and you know what you're doing, that you can see your symptoms go away in less than a month. You can see your anemia go away in less than a month. And I've worked with people that had very large fibroids, from small to large fibroids, multiple fibroids. Okay? But it takes time. You have to be committed to the work. You can't say, because a lot of us, we want fast healing, we want microwave healing. That's not how it works. And that's why you're going to continue your entire life searching for remedies. You're never going to get true healing. You have to be patient. You have to be committed to your health. And healing your womb is self-love. Because not only are you healing your womb, you're also becoming more in alignment with self. You're also being more connected with your body. You're also balancing your hormones, right? You're prolonging your life as well, and your health as well. It's so much deeper than just getting rid of the fibroids, right? And you can't just think of it, I just want to get rid of my fibroids. Well, when we're addressing the fibroids, did not just come out of the blue. You got to address what actually caused it to develop. Right? And we have to be committed to making changes in our lives. Drastic. Some of them are going to be a little drastic. But when you have fibroids, it's like almost like something's letting you know you're not living. Not only are you not living in alignment, the way you've been living your life is not working. It's not going to work out for you, right? It's not in alignment to who you truly are. Okay? So I just want to reiterate that and put that out there. Because I said earlier, the state of your womb mirrors the state of your life. There is no separation. The state of your womb mirrors the state of your life. Okay? In case you didn't hear that, I'm going to say it again. I know that may be triggering to some, but it is the truth, right? And I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you see the connection, right? So understand that when especially a lot of us have complex fibroid issues to the point where, again, we have, like I said, all of these, we have multiple fibroids, we have, other diagnoses possibly, right? Depending on, we have the heavy bleeding. Understand that there needs to be a comprehensive womb healing plan, protocol, right? Preferably personalized to you and your situation. You're not going to heal with random remedies when you have 11 fibroids. It's just not going to happen, right? You have to be committed to the work. You have to be committed. And you're talking to somebody that's working with women that had 9 fibroids, that had 15 fibroids, right? There was a woman that she was 46. She was postpartum, and she worked with me for 6 months, and she had 9 fibroids, right? 9 fibroids. And during the 6 months while she was working with me, we were able to get rid of 4 and shrink the rest. And I told her, listen, she graduated from my program. What was it, July? So now I reached out to her. She hasn't got checked again, but she says, listen, she's still on it. She's still on it. She's still doing the same things that I taught her in the program. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. And many of my clients as well. They're still, like I said, implementing this stuff until they get to the finish line of they're done with the fibroids are completely gone. And she's seen drastic change. Because she worked with me during postpartum, all of these issues that women go through postpartum, she did not go through. She did not go through because I was working with her, right? Her hair didn't fall out. She wasn't experiencing the postpartum depression. She didn't experience the postpartum heavy bleeding. None of that stuff. And she has older kids, and she experienced all that stuff with them, right? But this time, no, because she was working with me and getting to the root cause of our problem and really balancing her hormonal health, right? She wasn't going through all that stuff. Heavy bleeding for me, yeah. A lot of women that have fibroids have heavy bleeding. That's unfortunately common with fibroids. Okay, so understand. Don't think that you just, like I said, you're just gonna I'm just gonna do some of the remedies they have online and get rid of the fibroids. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And if you're not able to, like I said, if you're interested in, for those that are interested in working with me, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but for those that want to go further and actually go on their womb healing journey and experience womb healing on another level and have personalized help, I have transform the health of their womb and walk into 2025, because it's in 4.5 weeks, I think, feeling confident that they're on a plan that's helping them get rid of their fibroids, right? And that getting rid of all of their symptoms before 2025. If that's you, check out my 6-week womb healing experience, okay? And if you're not able to do that, we do have a Black Friday offer for $20.25, literally, right? A 5-day detox your womb starter challenge, okay? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so it's starter challenge, okay? It's important for you to understand and know that. Good night. So steps to dissolve fibroids in 2025. Thank you guys so much for being on here. You gotta get to not only you have to get to the root cause of the problem, you have to start addressing your estrogen dominance. And you gotta start working on your emotional problems. And if you need more help with that, again, we do that in the 6-week womb healing experience, okay? You have to address it because, like I said, estrogen dominance is, even though it's a common hormonal imbalance, it could be, at its worst, it looks like breast cancer. At its worst, it looks like ovarian cancer. It looks like uterine cancer, even cervical cancer. And if you don't believe me, ask women that dealing with those cancers and ask them, how were your periods? Like, how was your reproductive health before? I bet you they're gonna say fibroids, heavy bleeding, or PCOS, or endometriosis. These are precursors to more serious issues. Not saying you're going to get cancer. I'm not saying that. But if you, like I said, look at the cancer rates. And I'm talking about for women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. Look at the cancer rates. And breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, extremely common. I just did a video on that. A girl was saying that she was diagnosed with uterine cancer. She's only in her 30s. This is so common. Because I've been doing this for a while, I hear this all the time. It doesn't even surprise me anymore when somebody in their 20s or 30s has been diagnosed with uterine cancer. This will continue to go on until we understand how the body works. And the doctors are not going to help you with it. I'm sorry. They don't want you to heal because cancer is a big time moneymaker. So is fibroids for these, for big pharma, for insurance companies, for doctors. It's a big time moneymaker, these surgeries and everything. And let me just say this, as we're going down the pipeline, what's coming down the pipeline? Insurance companies are going to start, like I said, denying coverage to a lot of these surgeries. They already started. They shut down like 30-something hospitals this year. Do you guys know that in the States? Did you guys know that? So there's a woman that said that she couldn't get coverage for her hysterectomy. So if she wants to get a hysterectomy, she got to pay in full. $18,000, $20,000, however much it is. So you're gonna start seeing more denials for that coming. It's sad, but we have no choice. And you guys know that Trump is about to take office. It's not gonna be all these. Be very careful. You have for women that are like really in touch with what's going on. They're getting their health in order right now because I'm telling you, things are gonna change next year. A lot of you guys have no choice but to start healing your body because all this stuff that they were doing before, it may not be available next year. You don't know this. I just did my annual pap smear and I'm thankful for no cancer cells. Now I'm trying to untie my tubes. Okay, I'm happy now. We gotta unbalance the hormones. I'm not sure if you have fibroids, but we gotta heal the body as well. Okay. So what you want to do when you have fibroids? Steps to dissolve fibroids in 2025. I already said address your hormonal health, address the estrogen dominance, also cleanse the environment in your body. And I'm not talking about just going on a detox and then calling it a day. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about unblocking your elimination pathways. And not just for, I'm gonna just do this detox, this parasite cleanse. No. I'm talking and go back to my regular life. That's not it. Cleanse your environment. And not only, internally, also your external. Your external as well. So if your life is chaotic, you gotta start doing some cleaning up. You have some cleaning up to do. If you have a crazy life where you're overscheduling, where you're overwhelmed, where you're stressed out, where you're in toxic relationships, where you just, like I said, you're a people pleaser. You don't have time for yourself. You're not doing your inner work. You're keeping, like I said, you're traumatized by all, your childhood, by things that happened to you in the past, but you're not actually doing the inner work. That has to change. Okay? That has to change. So it's you have to bridge both the healing physically and also emotionally as well. Okay? So you have to, like I said, you have to also balance your hormones. Just had a CT scan and found the fibroid I have is very large and affecting my kidneys. I'm so sorry, Linda. You're definitely on the right live though. Make sure you're following me. Fibroids, as they start getting bigger, they start sitting on organs. They start sitting on different organs. So y'all have to be careful with that as well. Kidneys is very common. Also, they press on the bladder. I had a client that I work with that we were able to shrink her fibroid significantly that was pressing on her bladder to the point where like that almost like causes you to be, have urinary incontinence or not be able to empty your bladder all the way, but then sometimes you're not able to make it to the bathroom. Like it really, like you get frequent urination, and also you can have leakages. It can be very embarrassing. It can be very embarrassing, right? And I'm talking about young women doing 20s and 30s and 40s that you're not supposed to be dealing with that. That's what fibroids can do. It takes from you. I'm telling you, even if it's not affecting you right now, coming down the pipeline. And some people, it affects them. They don't even realize that it does, because they've created a new normal around their fibroids. If you have to wear all these heavy pads and these overnight pads, that's like I said, that takes from your life. That lowers the quality of life. In case you guys don't know, you're not supposed to be scared to leave the house because you're having a period. Do you guys know that? You're not supposed to be, leaking because you have a period, like having accidents because you have a period. You guys know that you're not supposed to be bleeding that much. Linda, I would not. Well, you probably are coming in newly. We don't recommend surgery over here because you'll just grow them back. Okay, you'll just grow them back. You're hoping I can shrink them. Yeah, you actually, the goal should be shrinking and dissolving them. That should be the goal, and that's very possible. Okay, that's very possible. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to do the myomectomy because you're just going to grow them back. And if you can grow a large fibroid, or you can grow multiple fibroids, you can easily grow fibroids back again. You have to address the underlying causes. Okay, you have to address the underlying causes. Shout out to you guys joining the Healed Woman course, and also 3-Day Life course, which is next week, and also y'all are joining the 5-day challenge, 5 days detox your womb challenge for $20.25. Last day to register is tomorrow. Okay, we start Monday. All right, so you have to restore your hormonal balance, and you can't do that by taking a supplement, guys. Because when we talk about hormones, people think that, oh, I would just take a supplement and I could just put on some progesterone cream. No. Your hormones literally affect all of your bodily functions, in case you guys don't know. How you live your life, like that is an indication of whether you're in alignment with your hormones, with your being. How you operate on a day-to-day, from the inflammation in your body to the interactions you have, to your stress levels, right? To the health of your organs. It's so much that goes into that. So, when you're dealing with a highly stressful life, eating a horrible diet, having a chaotic lifestyle, overscheduling, not putting yourself first, putting yourself last, which a lot of you guys do, then this is a woman that, again, that's out of balance, then her hormones will be out of balance. So taking a pill is not going to fix that. You guys have to stop, it's like you continuously chasing your tail. Like, it's just continuously and never seeing healing. You want to, like I said, you want to opt for getting to the root cause of the problem and becoming healed. That should be we stop settling for short-term fixes. They're not gonna. They haven't done you any good. That's why we have like so many women that are dealing with hormonal imbalance, fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS. Y'all have to understand this. The magic is not in a pill box, or in a cream, or in an herb. Herbs are great. Don't get me wrong. But if you don't have the foundation right, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Okay? So understand that. You got to commit. Not only do you have to restore your hormonal balance, you also have to commit to a proven framework that actually works and that actually addresses the root cause. You have to commit to that. You have to be disciplined enough for that. You can't say, oh, I'm too busy. It's not about you being busy or not being busy. It's about you implementing the right things, right? You can't. A lot of you guys have put your fibroids on a back burner for 5 years, 10 years. And you see it starts, like I said, really, get in the way of your quality of life, right? But some of us wait till it gets so bad, till we're bleeding so bad, till, we're bleeding to the point where we're in the emergency room, where we're, our fibroids are so large before we do something about it. Why does it have to get so bad before you actually take action with your health? Why? Why don't these have to get so bad? It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way, right? Some people will wait till they're in the emergency room before they say, okay, I'm actually going to do something about these fibroids now. Why does it have to get that bad? Why does the fibroids have to grow to 27 years before you do something about it? That's ridiculous. That's why you have to bleed for 2 weeks at a time heavily with clots before you say, oh, I'm going to do something about my fibroids now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If you don't listen to your body when it's calling your attention, it will continue. It will get louder and louder and louder. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I don't want you guys to experience that, because it just gets worse going down. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. Okay. Shout out to the ladies that are joining the Detox Your Womb, the 5-day Detox Your Womb Starter Challenge. So if you are interested in working with me, like I said earlier, we're closing up enrollment for 2024, okay, by midnight. And when's midnight? In an hour and 10 minutes. So if you're interested in going into 2025, working with me for 6 weeks and going into 2025 with a proven plan that works without any symptoms and with a proven plan protocol that actually works, then be sure to check out our 6-week womb healing experience. Experience womb healing on another level, transform the health of your womb. The link is in my bio, okay? What if you have health issues and you have to take medicine daily? So what kind of, I'm gonna ask what kind of medicine, but I will say women that have worked with me, probably for like a longer period of time, have like gotten off their medications. Like they didn't need it anymore. Okay? So I've seen that a lot. Because when you're healing your womb, you're healing your body. Okay? Any test for endometriosis. So, okay, I'm gonna say my name is Sasha. Okay? But when it comes to endometriosis, again, you have to address the root cause. You gotta address the inflammation. You gotta address the estrogen dominance, the hormonal imbalances. You gotta address the root cause of the endo, okay? So we have to address the root cause. Especially it's heavy on inflammation when we're dealing with endometriosis. Gotta address the endocrine system, the hormones, restore your hormonal balance, okay? We have a client now, actually, she's about to graduate from the Detoxify Your Womb program, and she had endo and fibroids. She's gotten so much better. We have not, like I said, she has not checked on her, got an ultrasound yet, but she has, like I said, her symptoms have improved drastically. This woman used to literally be like on bed rest on her period and bleed for 16 days and have extremely heavy periods and throw up on her periods. It was that bad. She had fibroids and endo. And now her periods are amazing. She's like literally able to live a regular life now. And she's like, I feel so much better. Her hormones are balanced. And she just, like I said, feels like a sense of happiness, right? So you're welcome. Can you drink alcohol? No. Not when you're healing your body. Why would you drink anything that's going to, or eat anything that's going to affect the liver? You already have a compromised liver, a liver that's stagnant, that's not, again, ridding itself of toxins when you have fibroids or endometriosis or any of these reproductive health issues. Why would you then drink something that's going to not only further dehydrate you, because you're dehydrated on a cellular level when you have fibroids, but that is also going to, increase your estrogen levels and just like I said, increase your toxin overload. Alcohol is a toxin, okay? So there's that. I just would not recommend that. So for ladies that are wondering, when should I start? Like, when should I start? And I said this on Facebook. And I said this in an email too. There are no more some days left in 2024. So y'all just like pushing things, but there are no more some days left in 2024. We're about to be in 2025 in a month. And in 1 hour, it's about to be December 1st. Okay, where I am, I know some of you guys are in different places, but where I am is about to be December 1st, where I am. It's probably December 1st somewhere right now. I know in the UK, in Africa, it's December 1st over there right now because they're 6 hours ahead, or 5 hours ahead. Okay, how can I be a part of your 5-day class? So you click the link in my bio. You're gonna see where it says 5-day Detox Your Womb Starter Challenge. It's $20.25. So ladies, if you're not able to work with me for 6 weeks, join the challenge. It's $20.25. It's 5 days. If to reset, for a reset. It's important for you guys to reset, okay? Especially after Thanksgiving. If you was eating on that food, okay? And we have a ton of women that join. We're starting on Monday. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up. Tomorrow, okay? For the 5-day Detox Your Womb Starter Challenge. So sign up. If you have any type of menstrual issues, endometriosis, fibroids, you need to be there. Hormonal issues, you need to be there. Okay? So if you're wondering, when should I start? The time is now. The time is now. Okay? All the information about the 5-day Detox Your Womb Challenge is in the link in my bio, Mally. Go to the link in my bio, you'll see the information there. And that's all all the courses and programs as well. All the information is in the link in my bio, okay? So when it comes to that, the time is now. You have to ask yourself, do I want to go into 2025 with these same fibroids, with this same pain, with this same heavy bleeding? That's how you start a year sets the tone for the year. I don't care what anybody says. How you start a year sets the tone for the year. And like I said, how they were approving all this stuff, you know, all these surgeries and everything, these insurance companies, it's not going to be like that anymore. Things are going to change. They're going to tighten up. They're tightening up with a lot of stuff. You have a lot of people that's like complaining in the background. And because, you know, even though I'm holistic, I do, you know, have some ties to the, you know, the Western medicine, right? I have tons of friends and family members that work for, in Western medicine. Nurses, doctors, pharmacists, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Things are getting worse. It's ever since COVID, hospitals have been losing money. These insurance companies are not going to be approving all these surgeries like that. So you either going to live with the fibroids or, you know, heal the fibroids. You have 3 options. You can live with the fibroids, shrink and dissolve the fibroids, or you can pay them $20,000 for a hysterectomy or a myomectomy, because that's how much, 18 or 20,000, right? That's how much it costs, full. So is it worth it? But then you have to be prepared to, when it grows back in a year or so or less, you have another 20,000 for another surgery. You gotta ask yourself that. So you have 3 options here. What is it gonna be? Right? And we can't keep putting this off. We can't keep putting this off. Healing takes like you being intentional. You being intentional. I've been on here for over an hour already. Okay, make me doing that puzzle thing. Healing takes you being intentional. You being intentional. Not you being scattered. Not you being all over the place. Not you, you know, not focusing. Not you, you know, not taking your health seriously. Not you putting yourself last. Not you making excuses. It takes you being intentional and specific with a plan, okay? Do you have something for discharge, menopausal? If you're dealing with discharge, we're dealing with lots of bacteria and toxins in the body. If we're dealing with daily discharge, do you have any like premenopausal, perimenopausal symptoms? Let me know, because if you're in that definitely means you need to fix your hormonal health for sure. They just prescribe birth control pills with irregular periods. Yeah, exactly. And that you don't what does that do? That again overloads the liver. It strips from, it's just birth control, just like I said, it's a grade 1 carcinogenic. It destroys the body. It destroys the body and overloads the body with synthetic hormones. It's just, don't even get me started on birth control. I can go okay, I don't know why. All right, just random people get on. That's one thing about being on at night. Random people just get on. Anybody have any questions? Healing takes intentional, like you being intentional. It's not you being scattered. It's not you being all over the place. It's not you, you know, ignoring your hormonal health and trying this new remedy. It takes you being intentional and know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, get under somebody that can help you. I say almost all my life, if you don't think I'm the one for you, that's fine, but find somebody that can help you and that actually has results. Because in case you guys don't know, our results are long. You can I just posted a client testimonial yesterday, her doing a video, right? And I have a few of them on my page. If you go on my stories, I had testimonials. Like, it's just, this week alone, I've been extremely busy this week. That's why I took a long nap today. Y'all was on holiday break, I was working all week. We had 6 testimonials just this week. 6 powerful testimonials from our previous 6-week intensives to our Detoxify Your Womb program to our courses. We've had 6 in just this week. Yesterday, somebody came on the live saying that, you know, they've been using one of my courses. They started early November and they're already seeing a difference. We had somebody else say she shrunk her fibroids 3 centimeters. We have it's just so many amazing testimonials. Okay, nobody should have to suffer. Nobody should have to suffer. All right, so healing takes you being intentional. And if you guys want to read about one of my clients who had her situation was really, I don't want to say really bad, but it kind of was really bad when she came in. If y'all want to read a really inspiring story, and people love that client case study because it's like, it tells them like, this is possible. She went from infertility for years, right? She went from that to she had fibroids. She had uterine scarring due to her previous myomectomies. She had all of these issues, low AMH levels, couldn't get pregnant, adenomyosis, cervical cancer, all of this stuff. She worked with me for 6 months. So I literally, if you go to the link in my bio, I have the client case study. I literally highlight like her whole experience and with receipts and everything in there. And you see where she was at first. She came in like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm 39 years old. I don't have much time. I said, listen, I want you to, pray on this. Listen to your intuition. If this is for you, then come back and sign up. Because I don't want anybody signing up with me and not knowing, not trusting, right? Holistic healing. So the next day she came, she said, I'm ready. She signed up. We worked together for 6 months. By the time, how do I contact you? You can email me, or you can send me a message on here. Okay, just email me or send me. If you want to email me, click the link in my bio, and then you'll see an envelope symbol. You can email me through there. Okay. She worked with me for 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, they did a sonogram. They looked all up in her uterus, and they were surprised about how healthy her uterus looked. She had dissolved the fibroids. She had dissolved the uterine scarring. Her AMH levels raised, and she was 39. Which was surprising to them. They were like, we see healthy follicles on your ovaries. They were like, your uterus looks amazing. Like you're definitely, this, she said, adenomyosis is gone. Any of these abnormal cells gone. Cervical cancer, all that stuff gone. They were like, what? Like shocked. And guess what? She's about to have her baby now. A few months after that, she got pregnant. She's about to have her baby soon. Top of next year. After dealing with all those, she thought she would never get pregnant. She tried IVF, she tried everything before joining my program. So read about it, the client case study. That's for women that think that they can't heal. And also, if you're a woman and you think that you feel low confidence in your ability to heal, you think that, oh my God, everybody should, you think that your situation is so different, because you know how we do, then you need to be in my Healed Woman 3-day live course. Okay, that's a course for you tapping into your femininity, tapping into your activating your inner healer. Okay, you feeling more aligned with your body, because a lot of women are so, like I said, they're so disconnected from their bodies. You feeling more in alignment with your body, with your soul, with your spirit. That is our Healed Woman 3-day live course. Okay, the link is in my bio in case you want to join that. Somebody just joined. We have many ladies that have been signed up all week, so. That's going to be from Wednesday through Friday, this upcoming Wednesday through Friday. It's going to be on Zoom. So 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday through Friday. In case you're not able to be on the Zoom, you will get the replays if you register. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? I know I said a mouthful today. I said a mouthful. We're trying to dissolve fibroids in 2025. Let me talk about, for the ladies that are interested in my 6-week womb healing experience, again, I closed that up in an hour. We closed up a enrollment in an hour for 2024. With clients. So if you're interested in working with me, you got an hour. Okay, what our past clients have achieved working with me for 6 weeks: reversed anemia, reversed all of their fibroid and symptoms, and all of their other, because some people come to me with endometriosis, all of their symptoms reversed. Okay, dissolved their fibroid belly, because you guys know the fibroid belly, the stomach protrusion, were able to dissolve that. Enhanced energy levels, sleeping better, brain fog gone, right? Just feeling better, like just in 6 weeks, right? I talked about something, and also feeling a deeper connection with self, with their bodies, right? Healing on not only an internal level, also just healing on a like releasing some of that, all of those like emotional blocks, releasing that, right? Releasing that, right? Because we worked through that also in the 6-week womb healing experience, right? And just like I said, feeling better. And also restoring their hormonal balance, right? So they can feel more in alignment with self. So those are just some of the testimonies, like some of the things that clients that work with me for 6 weeks have experienced. We had clients, like I said, bleeding heavily, coming in the program and being able to clear that up within 3 to 4 weeks. there was one client that I have her her video testimonial on my YouTube channel last year. She came in, like I said, she had cysts. She didn't have fibroids, but she was bleeding extremely heavily. She would bleed for 3 weeks each month. Imagine out of the month you're bleeding for 3 whole weeks. That was her usual. She would have large clots. I'm talking about bleeding. She was a mother, always being rushed to the emergency room. Her family told her, listen, that's just how it is in our family. So either you have a hysterectomy or you just deal with it. She said she knew something like this can't be life. And she didn't want to get her parts removed. Like, no, that's not healing. So she contacted me and she worked with me for 3 months. Within like less than a week, she was heavily bleeding when she came in the program, heavily bleeding. Her bleeding stopped like in, I think, like 3 or 4 days of working with me. We reset her cycle. And when her cycle came back, it was 3 to 4 days in lights. She's never experienced a bleeding issue since that point. And we dissolved her cyst. She's like, I'm so, like, working with you changed my life. And she's a woman that, again, she's a business owner. She's on stages. She's, you know, a speaker. So she's like, I can do that stuff now. I can be with my daughters now. I can teach not only because she has a teenage daughter that was having really bad periods, so she could teach her daughter. She can actually live her life now with her children. She doesn't have to, like I said, be stuck at home and be stuck in the hospital all the time with infusions and blood transfusions and all this crap. I'm telling you, heal your womb, change your life. Heal your womb, transform your life. Your womb, the state of your womb mirrors the state of your life. It does, okay? I've been on here for a long time. I know I took a nap, you guys, but I've been on here for a long time. Any questions about dissolving fibroids in 2025? Any questions about any of the offers that's working with me for 6 weeks and our 6-week womb healing experience that, again, is, like I said, we're closing up enrollment in less than an hour. Any questions? If your soul has been calling you to work with me, come on, let's go. If your intuition is calling for you to work with me, you need to come on, okay? Come on. And stop being scared, okay? And listen to that intuition, all right? If you have any questions, you guys can, about any of our services, you guys can email me. The link is in my bio. You'll see the envelope symbol. Click on that. You'll be able to email me. You can send me a message on here as well. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this live. Thank you guys for being on here kind of late with me. Also, look at our other offers. We also have our 5-day detox your womb starter challenge. If you're not able to do work with me for 6 weeks, we have that as well. The 5-day, just for like a reset. We have the link in my bio. The deadline is tomorrow to sign up. We start Monday, okay? But I don't see it. Okay, so I don't see any questions. So I think everybody's good. Hope that you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a good night, okay? Email me if you want to work with me. Bye.